There is something fascinating about watching an actor slowly redefine himself. And Park Sung Hoon is one of those rare performers who keeps surprising us. For years, many viewers associated him with intense, cold, or even villainous roles. But recently, he has been stepping deeper into romance, and not just the typical fairy tale kind. His newest project, The Practical Guide to Love, is already generating buzz because it promises something different, something more realistic, more grounded, and honestly more relatable for adult viewers. And that's what makes this moment so exciting. We're not just talking about another romance drama, we're talking about the evolution of Park Sung Hoon as a romantic lead. So today, I want to walk through 6 romance dramas that show his journey, from subtle emotional supporter to complicated antagonist, and now to a man who might redefine what a romantic male lead looks like in modern K-drama. And as we go, I want you to think about this question. Do you prefer Park Sung Hoon as a romantic hero, or as the villain who steals every scene? This is the drama that's currently putting Park Sung Hoon back in the spotlight. And honestly, it might be his most intriguing romantic role yet. The Practical Guide to Love focuses on modern dating among adults who are no longer chasing fantasy, but stability, logic, and emotional security. And that alone already makes it feel refreshing. Instead of young characters falling in love instantly, this story explores what happens when people start asking practical questions. Can love last? Is emotional connection enough? Or does stability matter more? Park Sung Hoon plays Song Tae-sop, a successful, rational man who views relationships through a realistic lens. He's not impulsive. He doesn't chase dramatic gestures. He represents the kind of partner many people might actually meet in real life. And personally, I think this is the perfect role for him. Park Sung Hoon has always had this calm, controlled presence. He doesn't need exaggerated expressions to show emotion. His strength is in subtlety, and that makes his character feel believable. But here's what I'm curious about. Do you think viewers will embrace a realistic romantic lead? Or do audiences still prefer the passionate, emotionally explosive type? Because this drama might challenge what we expect from romance. Now, this is where many viewers truly noticed Park Sung Hoon's power, even though he wasn't exactly playing the romantic hero. In Queen of Tears, he plays Yoon Noon-sung, an ambitious and dangerous man who becomes a major threat to the central relationship. And let's be honest, sometimes villains are more memorable than the main characters. What makes his performance so effective is that he doesn't act like a typical loud antagonist. He's controlled, calculating, and emotionally complex. You can feel his intentions even when he says very little. And this is important because it proves that Park Sung Hoon understands emotional tension, which is essential for romance too. Romance isn't just about love. It's about conflict, longing, and emotional risk. Watching him here, I remember thinking, if he can make viewers feel this much tension as a villain, imagine what he can do as a romantic lead. Did any of you feel strangely drawn to his character, even when you knew he was the antagonist? Be honest, because sometimes the most dangerous characters are also the most fascinating. In Not Others, Park Sung Hoon shows a completely different kind of romantic energy. He plays Eun Jae-won, a police officer who initially clashes with the female lead. The relationship doesn't start with instant chemistry. It starts with tension, misunderstanding, and emotional distance. But slowly, something changes. And this is where Park Sung Hoon shines. He excels at portraying emotional progression. You can see his character gradually soften, gradually care more, gradually become someone the female lead can rely on. It doesn't feel forced, it feels natural. And personally, I think this kind of romance is the most satisfying to watch. Not the instant love at first sight, but the slow transformation of two people learning to trust each other. Park Sung Hoon brings a quiet warmth to this role. He's not overly expressive, but you can feel the emotional depth underneath. This makes the romance feel mature and sincere. And I want to ask you this. Do you prefer slow burn romance like this, where feelings develop naturally over time? Or do you prefer intense, instant chemistry from the beginning? Into the Ring might be one of Park Sung Hoon's most lovable romantic roles. Here, he plays Seo Gong-myung, a civil servant who is honest, intelligent, and emotionally reserved. His character is not flashy. He doesn't try to impress anyone. But that's exactly what makes him appealing. He feels real. His relationship with Gu Se-ra develops through shared struggles and mutual respect. And what I love about this drama is that their romance feels like a partnership. They support each other. They grow together. Park Sung Hoon portrays So Gong-myung as someone who expresses love through actions rather than words. And honestly, that can be more powerful than dramatic confessions. Sometimes, just being there consistently is the strongest form of love. This role really showed his ability to play the dependable romantic partner. Watching him here, it's easy to understand why casting directors are now trusting him with more romantic leads. He has that quiet stability that makes viewers feel emotionally safe. Do you think characters like So Gong-myung are more attractive than in the typical confident, dominant male leads? In Rich Man, Park Sung Hoon takes on a supporting role, but even in limited screen time, he adds emotional complexity to the story. The drama itself focuses on romance in the competitive world of business and technology, where ambition and relationships often collide. His character exists within this emotional battlefield, influencing the dynamics between the leads. And this is something Park Sung Hoon does very well. He elevates scenes without needing to dominate them. He understands how to create emotional presence. Even when he's not the main romantic focus, his performance adds depth to the overall romantic atmosphere. This shows his versatility. He doesn't need to always be the center of attention to leave an impression. And sometimes, actors who master supporting roles end up becoming the strongest leads later, because they understand the bigger emotional picture. Looking back now, it's interesting to see how roles like this helped build his path toward becoming a full romantic lead. My Only One is one of the earlier dramas where Park Sung Hoon contributed to a story filled with emotional family dynamics and evolving relationships. This drama isn't just about romance. It's about family, identity, forgiveness, and emotional healing. And his character exists within these emotional layers, influencing the romantic and personal journeys of others. What stands out is how naturally he fits into emotionally heavy stories. Park Sung Hoon has this ability to feel grounded. He doesn't feel like an actor trying to perform. He feels like a real person existing in that world. And that's one of the hardest things to achieve as an actor. Watching his earlier roles, you can see the foundation of what he would later become. You can see the emotional control, the subtle expressions, the quiet intensity. And now, seeing him take on more romantic leads, it feels like a natural evolution rather than a sudden change. Park Sung Hoon's journey in romance dramas feels like watching someone unlock new layers of himself. And The Practical Guide to Love might be the role that finally defines him as a full romantic lead, rather than just a memorable supporting character or antagonist. What makes him special is that he doesn't rely on typical romantic cliches. His strength lies in emotional realism, subtle tension, and believable presence. He feels like someone you could actually meet, someone whose emotions don't feel scripted but lived. And honestly, that might be exactly what modern romance dramas need right now. So I want to know your opinion. Which Park Sung Hoon role is your favorite? Do you prefer his calm romantic characters, or do you miss his intense villain roles? And are you excited to see him in The Practical Guide to Love? Let me know, because this might just be the beginning of Park Sung Hoon's most exciting era yet.